Mesa Verde National Park, one of the most wonderful and stunning attractions. Visit southwestern Colorado and embrace God's gift. Share the love, for you will faint when you see these breathtaking landforms. The nature-loving Theodore Roosevelt made the wisest choice by signing the bill that declared Mesa Verde an American National Park. Mesa Verde was discovered by ancestral Puebloans, I don't know how to read that, 1,400 years ago. Lots of wonderful things have happened in Mesa Verde, and you're about to find out what has happened. Many species have been spotted and heard. Mostly are non-average, everyday Thanksgiving seed-eating and acorn-eating turkey, the wild turkey. You can usually find wild deer in the nighttime. They can be found anywhere except Antarctica. Not surprising. The black bears are huge in Mesa Verde. They're lately seen as black, but they can also be blonde, brown, or cinnamon. They're usually sitting in a tree wondering what you are, on account of their stinky eyes. Did you know that black bears are the symbol of Louisiana and New Mexico and West Virginia? Found in the northern half of the USA and related to the white-tailed deer, it's the mule deer with the mule-like ears. Coyotes have phenomenal hearing and smell. If you visit Cliff Palace, you'll probably see some mountain lions. Mountain lions come from the Western Hemisphere, and it comes from the northern British Columbia and South America. Mesa Verde has lots of owls, but the most popular owl is the Mexican spotted owl. It's the biggest dark-eyed Mexican spotted owl ever. Some of the most common animals are foxes, lizards, and jackrabbits. Did you know that there are 200 species of reptiles and just 6 species of fish? 4 of those fish are native. Mesa Verde has lots of insects. Some of the most popular insects are the tiger beetle, discovered by the black swallow, and the black swallowtail butterfly, discovered by the Ansezi. If Mesa Verde's wonderful plant, I forget the name, would ever die, the butterfly would be lost and fly away. As you can hear, Mesa Verde's species are unimaginably spectacular. Surrounding Mesa Verde, wonderful landforms. You will see. You don't have to stare, for they are there. What do you think? Too much? I don't care. But there's lots of landforms in Mesa Verde. You can go to the Chapin Mesa Museum, copyright and trademarked. The Chapin Mesa Museum was trademarked and copyrighted by Mesa Verde National Park and will not be accepted under any circumstances. Side effects, if in copying, may include handcuffs on your hands in the back of a police car with a cold bed and crappy meals for a while. The Chapin Mesa Museum is based entirely on Chapin Mesa, one of the biggest leaders of Mesa Verde National Park. Just so you know, some of the Chapin Mesa Museum is outside. That's why it's in the landforms paragraph. Another popular attraction is Cliff Village. There's lots of places made of stone by the Ansezi, but the most popular is Cliff Palace, a big stone building made by the Ansezi. Look at the picture! I hear it's supposed to be beautiful in the candlelight or moonlight. Another awesome landform is camping sites. There's lots of camping sites in Mesa Verde. All you need is a tent and food. They provide a safe ground, non-indoor plumbing, and everything else. There's barely any geysers in Mesa Verde. There's no Old Faithful, but there's a few. Can't turn my paper around. There are few lakes are imaginable. Lots of landforms around Mesa Verde National Park. If you're a visitor in Mesa Verde and you're looking for things to do, let me be your tour guide. There's all sorts of things you can do. Let me start explaining. I have been camping before, but the camping in Mesa Verde is excellent. They provide almost, but not everything. Where was I? If I had to pick one place to camp, I'd pick Mesa Verde. You can see all sorts of sights that are amazingly awesome. The lakes are awesome. The forests are awesome. Every single site at Mesa Verde National Park is awesome. You can also stay in Cliff Palace. See what life was like for the Ansezi hundreds of years ago. You can feel their experience by eating, sleeping, and doing everything like they did. Sounds fun, right? Then you gotta visit Mesa Verde National Park. Many tours are fun to take in Mesa Verde, especially since of all the fun landforms are great and fun to explore. Plus, you can pick your tour. They can be guided or self-guided, by your pick. There really isn't many geysers in Mesa Verde, like I said before, but very few geysers remain there. The geysers in Mesa Verde are hard to find. Hiking is very popular in Mesa Verde. You can hike on the trails and in the forest. Hiking is a big part of Mesa Verde. You just gotta want to do it. I know that I talked about the Chapman Mesa Museum, but the inside is very important too. Chapman Mesa was the leader of the Ancestry. It tells lots of archaeological facts about Chapman Mesa. Bird watching is another thing to do in Mesa Verde. You can just sit back, relax, and watch birds do whatever. The most fun thing is cross-country skiing. Mesa Verde lets you rent a snowmobile for the winter and ride whatever you want for a reasonable price. The geology views are awesome too. You can also observe wildlife however you want. You can watch them like TV, stalk them like a stalker, or just study them like a scientist. And who doesn't like photography? Come on, photograph whatever you want. Mesa Verde wants you to remember the beauty. You can also take plant pots in greenhouses or gardens, but be careful. Take pictures and don't pick the flowers. Stargazing is fun too. Everyone gets settled on the ground and observes the stars. They keep doing that for a long time until everyone gets bored and leaves. Fire talk is very important and fun too in Mesa Verde. You sit down and a ranger tells you stories that are either creepy or funny or fire talk. The history of Mesa Verde National Park. There's not much Wi-Fi in Mesa Verde, but there's a little of electricity. Mesa Verde has a little of just anything technology related. But during the storm, it flashes on and off. Also, in 2000, there was a lightning strike around the park boundaries, and it hit a tree, causing a fire known as the Bircher Fire. The fire spread rapidly. Oh no. Everything was dry. It had burned over 8,000 acres after it was done. Then on the other side of the park a few months later, there was another lightning strike causing the Pony Fire. It hit the ground and burned over 5,000 acres. Everyone tried to get all the info they possibly could on that is the thing to do. Another thing that people thought was interesting was when the bears decided to visit the Farview Lobby Lodge in the middle of the night. Lots of people tried to get a lot of info, pics, news, and autographs with all the famous visitors, such as Robert Redford, Laura Bush, Hillary Clinton, Congressman Salzer, and Elvis. On a cold and gray Chicago night, a young child is born in the ghetto. Don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand. Sorry, just felt like doing that. Lots of people tried to find things to do with that. So I think you're all set. There's lots of things to do in Mesa Verde National Park. Mesa Verde's National Park has great beauty and places to visit. Now go ahead and pack your bags. You gotta see this place. Thank you. You guys were wonderful. I'm on Twitter, and I like cheese. Hey, swallow it down. What do you want from me? Thank you very much.